Good morning, everybody. When you are reading, when you're trying to read, it's sometimes a challenge because you're trying to figure out the meaning of what you're actually reading. Now, I'm going to give you a text, and we're going to look at a text for a few minutes, a couple minutes, that will help you and I understand why the meaning of certain words can make a big difference. Now, I'm going to put this text right on the screen so you can take a look at it. It's going to be a paragraph long, and it's going to start with the word these leaders. It's going to start with the word these leaders and then go to the words all citizens. It's a few sentences long. These leaders. Let me go ahead and put this up here for you to take a look at right here. There you go. I hope you can see it. I hope it makes sense. If not, we're going to read it anyway. Okay, there is what we're reading. Now, there's some important words. Let me read it to you. It goes like this. These leaders must be statesmen rather than politicians. Politicians tend to do things that will get them reelected and promote their ideological notions. Some politicians actually do, read here, care about their constituencies and try to live by a code of ethics, but most seem to be motivated primarily by their desire to win elections. Statesmen are wise people who express their ideas in ways that people can understand. They are unconcerned with the re-election, but very concerned about carrying out the will of their constituents and doing what is right for the country. Only statesmen have courage to risk alienating their parties in order to do what is right for everyone. Only statesmen really serve the general welfare, and they do so by making sure that the laws apply equally to all citizens. Now, I know it's a mouthful, and by the way, for those of you who are saying hello, thank you. I don't know how to respond. I can try to say thank you back if I can look at it away here. I don't know if I can. I guess I can say thank you. Thank you. Hope I got that across okay. Thank you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. And thank you for all your input because it's hard for me to give input and also talk. So here I go. Whenever you're reading these texts, you got to understand that the meaning of a word or two or more words can make a difference. So let's look at these words again real quick. I'm reading from the same passage, and I'll put that passage up one more time for you so you can see it. It's right here. I'm hoping you can see it. I really hope you can. If not, just read along. Okay? Now, statesman is very simple. I put it up here. Statesmen, men or people of great character. Now, old terminology from years ago is the word statesmen because so many men were leaders. Nowadays, so many women are involved. The wordage changes a little bit, but this is using the same term, statesmen, to include all people who have show great character and are amazing people. All right, now we keep on reading. It says here, politicians tend to do things that will get them reelected and promote their ideological notions. What is an ideological notion? Well, probably the best definition of ideological notion is strong beliefs, firm opinions. Ideological, idea, notions. Just concepts that you believe in, things you believe in very strongly. That is what you would call an ideological notion. And then it says here, some politicians actually do care about their constituencies. What's a constituency? Constituencies is the people they serve. Your next door neighbor, the people at the shopping mall. Those are the constituency. And then there is, and try to live by a code of ethics. Code of ethics. What's that? Code of ethics is guidelines for right and wrong. You have a code of ethics, you have a list of things that give you what is right and what is wrong to do. That's a code of ethics. And then you go ahead, live by a code of ethics, but most seem to be motivated primarily by their desire to win elections. Statesmen are wise people who express their ideas in ways that people can understand. They are unconcerned with re-election, but very concerned about carrying out the will of their constituents and doing what is right for the country. Only statesmen have the courage to risk alienating. Only statesmen have the courage to resist alienating. What's alienating? Alienating is offending some people, turning some people off. That you get people mad at you. That's called alienating. Alienating their parties in order to get what is to do what is right for everyone. Only statesmen really serve the general welfare. What's the general welfare? General welfare, meeting public needs. General welfare is everybody's needs being included and met. And then we got general welfare, and they do so by making sure the laws apply equally to all citizens. So as you can see, the politician doesn't care about the individual. They just care about being reelected. Whereas a statesman wants to see people do well. They want the best for the constituents. And so in this text, that's what the writer's talking about. He's saying these leaders must be statesmen rather than politicians. Politicians tend to do things that will get them reelected and promote their ideological notions, in other words, what they believe. Some politicians actually do care about their constituencies and try to live by a code of ethics, but most seem to be motivated primarily by their desire to win elections. Yes, some politicians actually do try to care about their constituencies. But statesmen are wise people who express their ideas in ways that people can understand. They are unconcerned with the reelection, but very concerned about carrying out the will of their constituents and doing what is right for their country. Only statesmen have the courage to risk alienating their parties in order to do what is right for everyone. Only statesmen really serve the general welfare, and they do so by making sure that the laws apply equally to all citizens. So there you have it, the difference between a statesman and a politician. And this paragraph, a fairly long one, gives you a very clear definition. Well, I think that gives you a chunk to work with, and we'll see how we can take that all in. And again, thank you all for your comments. It's hard for me to type in while I'm talking, so please forgive me. I say hello to everybody, and thank you very much for joining us. Talk to you soon.